Hello, good people. Welcome to the first episode of Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord. I have been putting this off for far too long, and I'm just so excited to share this momentous experience with all of you. Well, without further ado, why don't we begin with the campaign, shall we? Okay, first up in the character creation screen, we're gonna choose our character's culture. Well, I've already played this game for a few hours already, and I've made many different characters, and I've these things here, the perks, they've actually lost all value to me. I don't really care about these perks anymore. I'm just gonna make my character with the headcanon that I made for myself, and so I'm gonna be choosing the Sturgeons. Yes, because they have this. The Sturgeons actually have this kind of Nordic or Anglo-Saxon feel to them. That's why I like it so much. Okay, the gender. He's gonna be male. Let's choose a voice here.
Die! Move to enemy! Pull the ring! Shield forward!
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, let's make that a little lower. And since he's gonna be kind of Nordic or Anglo-Saxon-ish, we're just gonna make it a tad bit taller, right there. Okay. Let's give him this little scruffy face type now. Give me a moment while I'm just gonna be making my character. You know what? Sometimes I don't really understand why we're going to be taking so long in the character creation screen. I mean, half the time we're going to be covered with a helmet anyway. We won't be seeing much of our character's face. And when we do, it's going to be far away or low textured or anything. Here's the thing that I don't understand really. Teeth type. I mean, like, what's the point in having your character, changing the character's teeth type? You won't be seeing them anyway. And now we get to choose the hair in true Nordic fashion, or rather stereotypical fashion. Braids and beards. That just like that. And because he's gonna be a warrior type, let's give him Scar right here. Yeah, just like that. Beautiful man. Okay, here we get to choose his family status, or his how your character is practically going to grow up. It'll also affect your stats right here, the stats that you're going to be starting out with. And in mind already, I'm planning to go a two-handed build with bow or throwing. I'm not sure. Bow. Let's go with bow. Right there. Boyar's companion. Your father was a member of the Boyar's Druzina, the companions that make up his retinue. He sat at his lord's table in the great hall, oversaw the Boyar's estate, and stood by his side in the center of the shield wall in battle. You're a descendant of a warrior, young one. As a child, you were noted for your brawn. Ah, yes, right here. Exactly the skills that we wanted. We're also going to need to put a bit into smithing as well, because later on in the game, smithing will be one of the main sources for income. I'm going to be showing you how to do that when we're going to be upgrading our smithing further down the road. As a youngster growing up in Calradia, war was never too far away. You trained with infantry, joined the skirmishers, trained with the hearth guard, however you pronounce it. Okay, before you set out for a life of adventure, your biggest achievement was You defeated an enemy in battle. Oh, this also give you valor points. I don't know what that does, but yeah, we'll find out. I did mention that I have been playing the game already, but to a certain point. I haven't built my own kingdom yet, and when that day comes, I hope all of you will be there to join me in that momentous occasion. Okay, like many families in Calradi, your life was upended by war. Your home was ravaged with the passage of an army after army. Eventually, you sold your property and set off with your father, mother, brother, and 2 of your younger siblings to a new town you'd heard was safer, but you did not make it. Along the way, at the inn at which you were staying was attacked by raiders. Your parents were slain, and your 2 youngest siblings seized, but you and your brother survived because... we got a tragic backstory here. Your parents were killed, and then you have to save your younger siblings. Kinda cliche, if you think about it. I kinda wanna pick this one because it gives us a bonus in scouting. But then again, we could still improve our scouting while playing the game, or we could get a companion that already has a scouting higher than around 60 or 100. So maybe we'll go with subdue the raider. It makes a lot more sense. Let's name you Paxi. Alright. Now we're ready to start the game. Everything is set to realistic. I'm just gonna set the combat AI difficulty to normal. Do I want to enable death? This just means your companions could die in battle. Nah, I don't want that. Alright, we are now finally taking our first steps together in Mountain Blade 2. Maybe I should do voices here. Let me try. Brother, it's been 3 days now that we've been tracking these bastards. I think we're getting close. We need to think about what happens when we catch them. How are we going to rescue Fodor and Alishka? Are we up for a fight? This looks like an old training field for the Legion. Perhaps we can spare some time and brush off our skills. The practice could come up useful when we catch up with the raiders. Well, for this video, I'm just gonna go with a tutorial. Just in case if any of you guys out there are new to the game, you could see for yourself how the game works or how the combat works, essentially. Okay, I'm gonna start with sword and shield. Frame rate does not like me. Alright. Showing you the basics of the game. So basically this is how you do it. Attacks are directional. If you wanna attack up, you point your mouse up. If you wanna stab, you drag it down, and then right and left respectively. Actually, the attacking and defending is much easier if you have a shield, because, for example, let me show you in a bit. Let us get this. Right there. Because you usually block where your opponent is attacking, but with a shield, even if you're not pointing in the direction that they're attacking, you will still be able to block them. But if you don't have a shield, then you really have to go with the direction they're attacking so that you can successfully block their attack and not take damage. So if you're not really used to the controls of the game, I suggest you use a shield until you get comfortable and you can easily block attacks. Then you can go two-handed. That is if you're confident enough and brave enough. Let me just finish up. Very nice. Now this trainer has a big two-handed sword. He's gonna pack a wallop. Just don't get hit. Not like what I did. And he'll be just fine. He'll be just fine in this game. It's actually really fun if you like very slow-paced games, slow-paced RPG games where you slowly build your character up to the end game. Well, the end game, it's really how you want it. You know, you will define where you would stop playing the game. Like, you've won your first castle, and then that's how you would determine the game ends for you. So you stop right there. Or you could be a trader. Like, you stop when you get like a million dinars. But come on, this game is Mount and Blade. And it's not buy and sell. I think we should leave now. Okay, before we do anything else, we're low on food. There's a village north of here we can buy provisions and find some help. You're a better rider than I am, so I'll let you lead the way. Okay. So far we're still in the tutorial area. And teach us how to navigate the world. Basically just point and click your mouse to where you want to go on the campaign map. They're telling us to go to this little town right here. Let's take a walk. We're here, I guess. So, we need food, and after that, maybe some men to come with us. The headsman here can probably help us. Let's try to find him. Speak to the headman. You can hold the left alt key to see the headman. Yeah, we already know that one. But it's quite helpful actually, compared to Warband. Back in Warband, it's like you really have to find the person you're looking for. And there's also a very big difference between the towns and cities in Bannerlord and in Warband. I mean, just take a look at this. For all of you who have played Warband before, you know what I'm talking about. This place just feels so alive. Whereas Warband is just so dull and, you know, boring. It's like you have no incentive to be walking around the towns. But now, you can enjoy this beautiful view of the countryside. Very nice. Let's talk to the headman. Headman Menaclus. What kind of voice should I give him? I am Menaclus, headman of this village. What brings you here? We need help. Some raiders have taken our younger brother and sister captive. We think they may have passed this way. They got your people too? Sorry to hear that. Those bastards have done a bit of killing and looting in this parts as well. We think they've gone north. I reckon there are a few folk around here who will join you in going after them if you'll pay for the gear. Once you've made your preparations, come and talk to me again. I may have a task for you, if you're going after the raiders. Okay. Now we just have to leave. Purchase some supplies and hire some recruits. Beautiful. Let's buy some grain. Oh, not the wool. Not the wool. Brother, we have finished our preparations. Let's talk to the headman again. He said he may have a task for us. We could use his friendship. Of course. I mean, we could always use some friends in this place. Alright, usually you can just take a walk around the town and find the headman himself, or if you're lazy, you can click on his portrait right here and talk. It will the game will automatically take you to the headman and initiate conversation, or with any NPC for that matter. Glad to see you found what you needed. Now about that matter I mentioned earlier. There's this wandering doctor who came through here from time to time, name of Tactius. Treats people for free. We're fond of him. Well, we last saw him a few days ago. He was carrying some sort of chest, which he was very mysterious about. He was on some sort of quest, he said, though wouldn't tell us more. He set off on the road just a few hours before the raiders came through here. Well, he's not really a worldly type, just the kind of fellow who'd stumble into a trap and let himself be captured. We're worried about him. If you can keep an eye out for him, this Tactios, we'd be very grateful. Maybe if he's alive and well, he'll tell you a little more about his quest. Alright. Now it looks like the next quest will be taking us to Tactios. We'll be looking for this doctor fellow who can help us with our quest to find our siblings. These are the two raider groups that we need to take on to find Tactios. Let's leave and engage him in glorious battle. Oh, three. Sorry about that. There's 3.
Everyone!
I just have to just charge right now. Doesn't really matter. We don't have any ranged troops anyway. Let's just meet them head on. I am so slow. Yeah, that's right. The one thing I realized early on when I started playing, compared to Warband, there's like a real feeling of weight to it. Your weapon attacks and such. It's like you can really feel that you're wielding a spear, a polearm, or a two-handed sword. I really like this. Especially Warband. Man, how many hours I played Warband before. Now here I am. The long-awaited sequel. Okay. Rescuing, taking prisoners. Yeah. We transferred us here, and then he's gonna be in our prisoner tab. We have 1 prisoner. Here's our party. Done. And they drop some old tattered fur. Actually, these are not gonna matter anyway, because after the tutorial, they're all gonna be gone. Convenient. Alright. Once again, just charge. With complete disregard to everything else. I mean, the AI in this game isn't very smart either. They only know 2 commands: charge and retreat. So we just had to use that to our advantage most of the time. They don't really use tactics or anything. Formations as well. So you can just mow them down if they don't have any shield or whatnot. Oh, we gained a level. Nice. But this isn't really the weapon of choice that we want. I would really like to use a two-handed sword or an axe. I like axes. Like, very fearsome weapon, don't you think? Leave down in the comments, what type of weapon do you like? Gain a renown of 0.9. No casualties. Very nice. And they have 3 wounded. But just to let you know, we don't really take prisoners here. Okay, and the last raider group. You can actually speed up time by using the number keys 1, 2, and 3. 1 is to pause, 2 is for normal, 3 is for fast forward. And be careful when you fast forward while you're walk through the campaign map though, because you might not be paying attention very much, and then suddenly a large band of looters are going to be attacking you. You might run into some mountain bandits or anything. Raider groups that are far stronger than your current party. So just be careful out there. Okay. Why do they have to go back so far just to charge? I mean, they can just circle them. Eh. And I'm unconsciously, I'm following them too. There we go. Nice shot. 2 more left. Almost there, guys. Whoa. Whoa. He got lucky there. Come on. You have won the battle. Very nice. 0.8 renown, 0.9 morale. The only casualty is me. I'm a bad leader. We will get better later on. Hopefully. You rescue several prisoners that the raiders had been dragging along. They look parched and exhausted. You give them a bit of water and bread, and after a short while, one staggers to his feet and comes over to you. And it's gonna be none other than the good doctor himself. Tactios. I don't know who you are, but I'm in your debt. These brigands would have marched us to our deaths. My name's Tactios. I'm a doctor by trade. I was on, well, a bit of a quest. But now I'm thinking I'm not really made for that kind of thing. I was with a caravan and they just came out of the bush. We were surrounded and outnumbered, so we gave up. I figured it'd keep us alive, if just for the ransom. But then they just started flogging us along at the top speed without any water, and I was just about to ready to drop. I could feel the signs of heat stroke creeping up, and I told them, but they just flogged me more. If your group hadn't come along, maybe I have a way to thank you properly. That was bad reading. My God. We're looking for 2 children, captured by the raiders. Can you tell us anything? I'm afraid I haven't seen any children. But after our caravan was attacked, the chief of the raiders, the one they call Radagos, took and rode off with our more valuable belongings, including a chest that I had. He seemed to be controlling more than one band raiding around this area. If this lot has your kin, then I think he'd be the one to know. And since I have nothing of value left to repay your help, I'll tell you this. If you catch up with and defeat that ruffian, you may be able to recover my chest. It contains a valuable ornament, which I was told could be of great value, if you knew where to sell it. I was trying to find out more about it, but as I say, I've had all my urge for traveling flogged out of me. Right now, I don't think I'd venture more than 20 paces from a well as long as I live. We'll keep that in mind. Yeah. So, looks like this Radagos fellow seems to have our brother and sister. Let's take a look at his hideout and meet face to face with the man himself. Okay, here we go. Hideouts and orders. Yeah. Let's not waste any time. Let's just attack. Oh, not you, brother. Brother, wait. Okay, go. That's right. Storm the camp. Get them. Show no mercy. That's right, man. Show them no mercy. Show them who's the boss. As the leader slowly follows behind. So slow. It's like they don't need me here. And come to think, in the backstory that we made for this character, he is a soldier, and he couldn't keep up with this lot. I couldn't even get one hit in. Save some for me, guys. Come on, I'm still here. I still exist. I swear, the start of this game is just really slow. You have to build up your character, your army, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. It picks up its pace sometime. But this is a really fun game. I really love it. I really enjoy this type of game. And see, now they have killed everyone, and I didn't even land a single hit. And here comes Radagos. So, who's this that comes to my place of business, killing my employees? We heard you took our little brother and sister. Where are they? Good heaven, I'll need a better description than that. My men have harvested dozens of little brats in this region. Quite good hunting grounds. I've already sent most of them south to a slave market, I know. Since your hunt for your kin is fruitless, how about you clear off and save your own lives? Either that, or I force you to lick up all the blood you've spilt here with your tongues. Or you and I could sell this, 1-on-1. Oh, now, this little feature is something that I really appreciate. The 1-on-1 feature, when you raid like a bandit hideout, you get to duel the big man himself, the boss of the territory. Very well, I'll duel you, sir. Oh, wow, you can just tank that, huh? Yep, what? But you know, even though you have a shield, make it a habit to block in the direction that they are attacking, just so that you can better learn how to block properly when you're using a two-handed weapon or a polearm without a shield. That'll really help. Is there no one else? Apparently no one. Oh, only one guy died. That's okay. Well, I recognize defeat when I see it. If I am going to be your captive, let me introduce myself. I am Radagos. You haven't cut my throat yet, which was a wise move. I'm sure I can find a way to be worth more to you alive than dead. You'd better help us get our brother and sister back, or you'll swing from a tree. Oh, you'll need my help, all right. If you want to get them back alive, that is. See, my boys have a pretty specific instructions about what to do if there's a rescue attempt. Shall we get on the road? Remember, if I drop dead of exhaustion or drown in some river, that's it for your little dears. I don't expect a closey palanquin now. But you'd best not make it too hard a trip for me. Smug guy. You come across a chest, okay. Quoted that it could be anything from a cup to a crown. This must be the chest Tactios mentioned. Noretz's folly. I was hoping to find more treasure here. But I think business wasn't going too well for Radagos and his gang. I found a strange-looking metal piece, though. It doesn't look too valuable, but it could be the artifact Tactios was talking about. Maybe we can sell it to one of the noble clans for a hefty price. Alright then, let's go on the road. I have a better idea. You would have a better chance if we split up now. I'll take Radagos and go find the slaver market and look for a way to free the children. However, we must be careful not to endanger their lives, and it could be better to just buy them. We need to have our purses full for that, though. I need to take this man with us. Radagos is a slippery one. I don't want him getting away. So you want me to raise the money to ransom the little ones? Indeed. You'll have to find a way to do that. Maybe this bronze thing can help. Tactios said it could be worth a fortune to the right person, if you manage not to get killed. If he's telling the truth, you must be careful. Never reveal that you have it, but try to understand its value and how it can be sold. Oh, and one more thing. When you're talking to nobles and other people of importance, make sure you present yourself as someone from a distant but distinguished family. Okay. Now here is one of the problems that we always encounter. Naming our characters. If you thought thinking of a name for a first name of your character is tough enough, think of a family name. Oh, let's see. We'll just go with. I have no idea. Jorgensen. Good enough. Sounds Sturgeon enough. Alright, in this screen we get to choose our banner. Choose anything we want. There's a lot of symbols to for you to choose from. But I think you're able to put your own custom banner. I'm not really sure. I haven't tested it, yo. Let's go with this. I really love these Nordic inspired symbols. Let's go with black. Let's go with white. Tutorial is over. You are now free to explore Calradia. Well, looks like we're done with the tutorial steps, guys. That was quite fun. I'm very excited to start this great adventure with all of you. Like I said, it's gonna be a very slow start. Like a journey of 1,000 steps, that is. Whew. I hope all of you will be there in the end to join me as we take over Calradia. That's it for today. Click like and subscribe if you want to see more. Cheers.